Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees, but he stepped into the breach and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand new head coach, a brand new organization in Carolina.
First down, Bridgewater. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. 5th in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
Well, the Panthers offense set to go back to work here. And, Charles, this is a team that missed the playoffs 3 of the last 4 years. No playoff wins, in fact, since their run to Super Bowl 50. Last year they were 5-11. But you want changes? Well, this team, they have made some changes.
And when you talk about changes, you're talking about complete and total. Head coaches change. All the coordinators have changed. Starting quarterback has changed. But they have to really get some play out of their defense because last year they gave up the most points in franchise history. So if they're going to chase down New Orleans and Atlanta and Tampa Bay in their own division, they have to be stout across the defensive front. But they did draft Derek Brown out of Auburn to give them a start in that direction. And let's face it, any team that has Christian McCaffrey on offense, they've got a chance. He can cause a lot of problems. Ran for 1,000, caught for 1,000 just last season.
Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Throwing is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. On fourth down, the Panthers call on their undrafted rookie from South Carolina, Joseph Charlton, to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Panthers nothing.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and now it's third down.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20,
ain't doing
10,
nothing.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Koo now for the point after. It's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
To kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Thomas has got it, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And that is incomplete here. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To the air again with Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. And he He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Buying time, and the Panthers in for the score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Able to shake him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Matt Ryan sacked. A loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Matt Ryan. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second down. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. They go play action with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up a third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
They convert on third with a gain of 22.
At the 47-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Gurley.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Fights him off. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Falcons 17, Panthers 7.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Pharaoh Cooper on the return. The Panthers take over first and
Bridgewater and the Panthers now down by 10. A minute 13 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Now Bridgewater. That one complete to Anderson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
that's good.
A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Sly on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be coming up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.